Hi, I'm George Stroud and welcome to my Week 3 assignment for Introduction to Music Production. I'm going to be demonstrating two things which I've learned this week in a song or a little piece of music which is inspired by the weather here at the moment. The first of the two things I'm going to show you today is how to go about grouping a series of audio tracks into a submix. We're then going to apply a reverb to that. So as you can hear here on this track, I've already prepared, I've got a hats track, I've got a live snare track, and I've got a kick, which is it's a virtual instrument. It's being run by a MIDI track up here in yellow. So what I want to do is I want to take the outputs of each of those and I need to put them into a group. So I'm going to add a track, add a group channel. I want it to be a stereo channel so I can make some room, provide some stereo separation. I'm going to rename that drum sub. Just quickly move that up here. Then what I need to do is I need to route the outputs, the audio outputs of each of these tracks, and I need to send them to that submix. So it's the first one there, taking the hats over, take the snare, take the output to the drum sub, and last but not least, got that kick, take that out to the drum sub. Right. Now what we'll see if I bring up the mixer window is that I press play, take it back to the beginning. I can now adjust the levels of all three of those signals in one go using our drum sub track. I can bring it all down, I can bring it up, and I can just see the levels of the instruments against one another using their master faders. So I'm going to take the hats down a little bit, the mix generally, I'm going to bring the kick up, I'm going to send the hats left ways, send the snare right, create a bit of a stereo impression. And the other thing that I can do now is if I go back to my window, I can add an insert onto that group track, which would be our reverb. I go and take a RimWorks. I've already had a bit of a play with this, so I'm quite happy with the idea of having what they're calling a brass plate reverb. Turn that on, and let's have a listen to that now. Can I turn that down a bit? There's some change the reverb on the whole lot, all in one go. So I bring it down and apply to all three signals in one go. The second thing I wanted to demonstrate was how to go about using a vocoder virtual instrument, which is something I've been struggling with for some time up until having a think about the topics in this week's course. What I've done here is in the top,
on the ground,
in pink,
it's whirling around,
it's just a nonsense vocal track, no tune to it, no singing as it were. What I'm then going to do is I've taken this what I'm calling the vocoder line, which is my MIDI signal, bring it up in the roll. You see I've played a series of chords in. And what I'm going to do is, we take our vocal. We've got an insert here which is a vocoder, and I'm going to then send the output of my MIDI signal to that vocoder, and we'll hear the result of that now. And I'm going to bring the level of that up a bit. I've used a multi-band compressor set to vocals.
Nevertheless will be the best, but you got the snow on the ground. Snow on the ground is rolling round and round.
As you can see, we've managed to apply a tune to a bit of spoken vocals. It's a commonly used effect in dance music and all sorts. I hope you've enjoyed what I've been showing you today, and hopefully there'll be less snow here when I try again.